This is Dan Dix here, reporting for Press for Truth. Anyone remember this guy? Stephen Harper just gave his first talk in New Delhi since leaving office, and he had a few words to say about the new president of the United States, Donald Trump. It looks like Harper believes that a Trump presidency could lead to more stable U.S. foreign policy. And, I gotta hand it to him and admit, I have to agree here. Some of Trump's first moves in terms of foreign policy have dealt with trade. White House announces TPP withdrawal, plans for NAFTA talks. The White House website has been updated with a new trade strategy in the wake of President Donald Trump's inauguration. This strategy starts by withdrawing from the Trans-Pacific Partnership and making certain that any new trade deals are in the interest of American workers, the website states. President Trump is committed to renegotiating NAFTA. If our partners refuse a renegotiation that gives American workers a fair deal, then the president will give notice of the United States' intent to withdraw from NAFTA. Well, all right. I like that as well. And, perhaps one of the reasons that this sits so well with Stephen Harper is because during his reign, he also withdrew Canadians from a major global deal that he felt wasn't going to benefit Canadians, and that was the Kyoto Accord, or the Kyoto Protocol. And, of course, the Kyoto Protocol was this international treaty which extended the 1992 United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change that commits state parties to reduce greenhouse gas emissions based on the premise that A, global warming exists, and B, human-made CO2 emissions have caused it. And that's the part that is troubling, folks. This claim that human beings have caused this, which is absolute BS. Yes, global warming exists. Now it's conveniently called climate change. So yes, the climate changes, but it's an outrageous conspiracy theory which claims that human beings are the cause of this. And there are many who agree with me, including, as of yesterday, the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Every mention of global warming and climate change deleted from the White House website as Donald Trump arrives. Donald Trump will eliminate landmark climate protection plan, says first post on White House website. And indeed, when we visit the site today, all mentions of this former plan have been scrapped, and now the top issue reads, America First Energy Plan. So boom, over a decade of climate change propaganda has just been undone in one single day. Now, before you get too excited about some of these moves, let us always question the motives of any new leader and any new plan by asking the question, qui bono? Who is ultimately going to benefit from these incremental changes? And are we being steered into a direction that is more manageable for the globalists in terms of how we think about our relationship to our environment? So this is a question that I hope our viewers will continue to ask. But one thing is for sure. I have never been one to trust any politician, whether it's Bilderberg boy Stephen Harper or the freaking President of the United States. But one thing I do know is that scrapping any kind of legislation that restricts a nation's ability to prosper is a good thing. Or at least it appears to be at this point. Either way, folks, we're going to be watching this one very closely and reporting this news as it happens. So be sure to subscribe to this channel if you're new here. And please consider becoming a PFT patron at patreon.com/pressfortruth. We really need the support of you, the viewers, guys. I should be in Washington, D.C. right now reporting from the front lines, but it wasn't financially feasible for me, and that really is a shame. I don't have any corporate backing like the mainstream media does. All I have is you, the viewer. So if you appreciate my efforts here, please consider making a contribution so that we can continue to bring you this information. And as always, my friends, please share this video, click that bell button, and check the links in the description, and stay tuned for more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth.